Hello dear friends at Fudan University and the paper. I have very great memories of our meetings earlier this year in May, and I'm very sorry that I can't be attending your exciting meeting on misinformation and fact-checking, but I'm there in spirit, and I just wanted to underline the importance from the United Nations perspective on meetings like this. It's no exaggeration to say that globally journalism is under attack all around the world. And misinformation and disinformation is just critical, and what you're doing yourselves next week is key to saving the industry, because we are under threat around the world globally like never before. I sometimes try to imagine what would a world look like without journalism, and it's not a world that any of us want to entertain. We do such important work in terms of fact-checking, holding authorities accountable and shining a light on important topics such as climate change and so many other important subjects. And yet there are formidable foes out there that are trying to undermine our work. As a result, there are news deserts, as we say, in many parts of the world where misinformation has free rein. A lot of local media are struggling to survive, they're struggling to make the revenue they need, and misinformation and disinformation is rife. So it's so important that the media work together. I often draw a parallel with safety and security in journalism, and in safety and security, media work together around the world in war zones. I think the same approach is needed on misinformation and disinformation. We need to work together like you are today, but with your colleagues and peers in the media, both in country and in other countries, because this is an effort we need to take together. In many ways, we want to support the media. We want to advocate for the media because we know just how difficult it is in the field these days. It's also difficult for the United Nations. When misinformation is rife about what we do, it puts our people at risk. It puts peacekeepers at risk. It puts the reputation of the organization at risk. It's something that we hold very close to our heart. Earlier this year, we published the Global Principles on Information Integrity, which is our blueprint of a vision where online organizations would adhere to our principles on what is needed to have a safer information ecosystem. This is very important. It's an ongoing effort. It's not going to stop with the publication of one report. It's something that, as I say, all media need to continue to work on. We have such respect for the media all around the world that are doing such important work. We're up against a very formidable opposition. There are AI-driven tools, there are algorithms, there are resources that dwarf what we may have. But at the United Nations, we want to support efforts to help the media get what they need to be able to operate and ultimately prevail in this space. So I wish you a wonderful meeting. I wish I could be there. I look forward to hearing about the conclusions you draw, and best of luck with your efforts.